Hello students, I am about to start a new chapter, that is string manipulation in Java. So in this chapter, at first you need to learn what is the definition of string. What is string? The definition is very easy. A string, you can write a string is a group of characters enclosed within double quotes. Okay, so a group of characters enclosed within double quotes is known as string. Suppose I am writing one word PQR. So PQR, obviously it is not a word, it is a group of characters, because P is a character, Q is a character, R is a character. So they should be enclosed within double quotes. So I will tell that PQR is a string. If I tell you that cat, C-A-T, so C-A-T is a word which can be enclosed within double quotation, because C is a character, A is a character, T is a character. It is a combination of uppercase and lowercase, but they are the group of characters, isn't it? So cat is also a string. More obvious example is your name. Your name is a string because your name contains a group of alphabets, that means a group of characters. So your name is a string value. So string, if I consider about the data type string, so remember string data type, S is always written in uppercase. S is always written in uppercase. And other alphabets are written in lowercase. Because this is the convention of writing composite data type in this way. Just like class is a composite data type, later you will know that class is a composite data type or a non-primitive data type. So any class name which always starts with uppercase, just like sample, class sample, so sample S will be capital. Similarly, string is not a primitive data type, it is a non-primitive data type. That's why the convention is that the first letter must be capital letter. Okay, so in this chapter we shall study two types of functions, and these are character functions and string functions. Character functions or character methods are the methods of character wrapper class, and string functions or string methods are the methods of string class. Remember, string is a class. Okay, character functions. So at first we will discuss about character functions. So character functions are, number one, character dot is letter. Character dot is letter. So how these are written? As you can see, character is a wrapper class. That's why C is capital. Then dot is used, and after that is letter. Is, I and S are small. I and S are small, and then L is capital letter. So these are written in camel case. So these are the format you must remember. These functions, these character functions, these string functions, we shall require in designing programs, related to string. Okay, which we will see in the later part of this chapter. So at first, character dot is letter. What is the purpose of this function? So about every method you must know four things. Number one is the purpose. Purpose you must know. Number two, you must know the return data type. Third one, you must know the syntax of the method, which is very important. If you don't know this one, then you cannot apply this method in programs. And number 4 is the example. An example regarding the method. So these 4 things you must know about every method. Maybe it mathematical library method, maybe it character functions, or maybe string functions. So about every method you must know these 4 things. Okay, so for character.isLater, at first we will know the purpose. What is the purpose? I will not write the purpose, so I will tell you. So you must listen to my lectures. Okay. So character.isLater function is used to check whether a given argument is a letter or not. If the argument is a letter, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. So character.isLater, this function accepts parameter or argument. Okay. And if that argument is a letter, then this function will return true, and if the argument is not a letter, then this function will return false. That means the return data type of this function is Boolean. So from the purpose, we can easily write the return data type. Return data type is Boolean. Is that clear? Return data type is Boolean. And what is the syntax? Syntax I will obviously write here. Syntax. So syntax, how to write? At first you must write the return data type of the method. So in form of a statement we will write the syntax. So at first on the left hand side of equal to sign, that's why Boolean, then I will write a variable, because the return value of this method must be stored in a variable. And what will be the data type of that variable? The data type must be equal to the return data type of this method. As the return data type of this method is Boolean, that's why the data type of this variable will also be Boolean. Okay. So Boolean variable equals to character dot isLater, and here I will write any character. Okay, then after that you must give semicolon. So Boolean variable equals to character dot isLater any character. Example. So suppose I am writing Boolean, take a variable, suppose a. So Boolean a equals to character dot isLater. Inside the parenthesis, if I write capital A, then semicolon, then what will happen? Capital A is the argument, and as you know, capital A is a letter. That's why character.isLater will return true, and it will be stored in variable A. So in variable A, the Boolean value true will be stored. Okay, so in this case, true will be stored in A. Similarly, if I write Boolean B equals to character dot isLater, then suppose star asterisk, then what will happen? Obviously star is not a letter, that's why character dot isLater will return false, and it will be stored in variable B. So in this way character dot isLater function or method works. The next one is character.isDigit. Character.isDigit. So it is similar. So what will be the purpose? Purpose of this method is this method return true. This method is used to check whether the given argument is a digit or not. if the given argument is a digit, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So return data type is also here what? Boolean. The method that starts with is, has, okay, always always returns Boolean type of value. So in this type of methods, you must write the return data type as Boolean. See that is digit is the method. Okay. So now syntax. The syntax is very easy, similar. Boolean, then a variable equals to character dot is digit, then any character. Okay. So character dot is digit, any character. For example, if I write here Boolean x equals to character dot is digit, character dot is digit, suppose 2. As you can see, 2 must be enclosed within single quote, okay, because 2 is a character. So 2 is a digit. As you can see, 2 is a digit. That's why x will store that the character dot is digit function will return true, and it will be stored in x. So here in this case true. So if this argument is suppose small l, then l is not a digit, so in that case Boolean x will return false. So if it is later, then only it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Now we will discuss about the method character dot is letter or digit. So what is the purpose of this method? This method returns true if the given argument is either a letter or a digit. If the given argument is either a letter or a digit, otherwise it returns false. That means this character will return true for both the letter or the digit. If the given argument is letter, then also it will return true. If the given argument is digit, it will return true as well. So this is the purpose. So return data type obviously Boolean, and syntax. The syntax is similar. Boolean, then take a variable, Boolean variable equals to character dot is letter or digit. Is small letter L capital or O capital, digit D capital. Is letter or digit, then any character. Here you are allowed to write only one character, and after that semicolon. Okay. So for an example, if I consider an example, then suppose Boolean x equals to character dot is letter or digit. If I write here 3, then 3 is a digit, that's why character dot is letter or digit will return true, and it will store in variable x. If this one is small a, then small a is a letter, that's why character dot is letter, this method is letter or digit method will also return true and will store in variable x. That means this method will return true for both the letter as well as digit. Okay, otherwise it will return false. That means it will return false only for the special character. So if I write here star, a character, if I give a star as argument, then this method will return false. Our next method is character dot is white space. So character dot is white space is used to check whether an argument is a white space or not. Okay, and return data type is boolean. So syntax is boolean variable equals to character dot is white space, and then any character. Here we will write any character. So as argument, if I write here, suppose an example I am giving here, it will be better if I give an example. Boolean x equals to character dot is white W capital, white space. Then if I give a space here, within single quote a space is there, then this method will return true and will store in the variable x. But if I give any other character, suppose this percentage sign as an argument here, then this is not a white space, percentage is not a white space, that's why this method will return false. If I give any digit here, it will return false. If I give any letter here, it will return false. So it will return true only for white space. So if the argument is white space, then only it will return true, otherwise return false. Our next method is character dot is uppercase. Character dot is uppercase, the purpose of this method is this function will return true if the given argument is an uppercase letter. If the given argument is an uppercase letter, okay, that means if the given argument is a letter, then only this method is applicable. So return data type is boolean, and syntax is very easy. Syntax boolean variable equals to character dot is uppercase. Okay, is uppercase, and then any letter. Any letter here you have to write. So for an example, if I write boolean b equals to character dot is uppercase, character dot is uppercase, here u is capital, c is also capital. Okay, character dot is uppercase, here you have, here if I write capital A, then what will happen? Capital A is a letter and it is in uppercase. A is in uppercase, that's why this method will return true and will store in variable b. But if I write here small a, then small a is actually not in uppercase, it is not an uppercase letter, that's why this method will return false. Is that clear? Now the sixth method is character dot is lowercase. The character dot is lowercase is just the reverse of character dot is uppercase. So this method will return true if the given argument is an lowercase letter, otherwise return false. So boolean, here also the return data type is boolean. Syntax will be same, boolean variable equals to character dot is lowercase, here we will write is lowercase, then any letter. Okay. Now the next method is character dot to uppercase. What is the purpose of this method? This method returns the given argument in uppercase character. That means if any character is given here, like suppose small a, the argument is given to this method, to uppercase, character dot to uppercase, then it will return capital A. That means the letter which is in lowercase will be converted into uppercase. Okay. And if suppose the given argument is not a letter, suppose hash is not a letter, then what it will return? It will return the same character. It will return the same character. If it is not a letter, if the given argument is not a letter, then it will return the same character which was given as argument. If we give here 9, the character 9, then it will return character 9, the same thing. Because you know, for the special character and for the digit character there is no case. Okay, so the case is applicable only for the alphabets. So this is character dot to uppercase. Return data type here, it is not boolean because it is actually converting one case to another case. That's why it is returning character. So return data type is char. Return data type is char. Okay, and purpose I already told. What will be the syntax? The syntax are very easy. The syntaxes are very easy for this type of methods. That is boolean, sorry, not boolean, it will be char, isn't it? Char, then variable equals to character dot to uppercase, and then any letter. Letter don't write here, write any character. In syntax we should write any character. Okay, so any character you should write here. So if this any character is a lowercase letter, then it will be converted into uppercase letter and will be stored in this variable. And if this any character is in uppercase, then the ultimately uppercase will be stored in the variable. If this any character are not the letters, then the same character will be returned by this character dot to uppercase method and will be stored in variable. Okay. Now character dot to lowercase. So it is also a method related to conversion. So character dot to lowercase, the purpose, the syntax, everything is same. Only the purpose is opposite to character dot to uppercase, because character dot to lowercase returns the given argument in lowercase. So the given character remains same if it is already in lowercase. Okay, and it returns the same character if the given argument is not any letter. Means if it is a special character or a digit, it will return the same character. And if the letter, if the given argument is already in lowercase, then it will return also the same character. Okay, the syntax also same. Char variable equals to character dot, here we will write to lowercase and then we will write any character and everything is same. Okay, so these are the methods related to characters, and these are the methods of character wrapper class. Okay, and these methods we shall require in solving harder problems in string manipulations. Okay, so that's all for now.